Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrath Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Thursday, the 27th of Zulhijjah, 1445. The English date, 4th of July, 2024. Hazrat Wala is referring to the kitab that he is reading from, that this is a very all-comprehensive kitab, bahut jami kitab. So Hazrat Wala here is reading the text of the kitab, saying that there are many such people there which come into another category because of their high knowledgeable position, ilmi position, the position regarding their ilm and their knowledge. They enjoy a very high status, and due to that, people come to them for the needs, or rather for the acquisition of knowledge. They turn to them. For such people, such individuals who enjoy that maqam of ilm and knowledge, they should never ever abandon these type of ta'alluqs and relationships. Rather, they should keep it established. Rather, for such people, they should remain amongst the makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They should advise the makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They should tell them about the ahkam of the akhirat. Zahir mein is tarah rehte hue, batin mein unse juda rahe. Apparently, outwardly, externally, they should be amongst them and with them. But internally, secretly, specifically, regarding their heart, they are completely and totally separate from these people. आ सके गैर मेरे खाना दिल में कैसे कि ख्याल रुख दिलदार दरबा अपना. How can anything other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ever penetrate my heart when the thought of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the guard standing outside my heart? So if people question these people, these personalities of knowledge, then they should answer in a most suitable way. And if people come to meet them, then they should meet people with honor and respect. They should welcome them. Rather, they should be thankful and grateful to them. And if people turn away from them, then in such a situation, they should understand it to be a great treasure for them. They should understand it to be a great treasure for them. Because, if they are stubborn or they don't come, they would be deprived. If you come, you will achieve, and if you don't come, you're harming none other than yourself. Now, this entire kitab is of this nature, full of nasihat and hidayat. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and hidayat of making amal. Okay, let's continue. So if there's any such a situation which is concerning good and goodness, then he should help the awam, the common masses. However, if it is that of evil, wickedness and that of destruction, then he should differ with them regarding that. Rather, he should stop them from that. Condition being this, that they accept his mashwara. If they don't accept his mashwara, then he should actually remain silent. That would be better for him, i'raz, to turn away from them. He should fulfill their hukuk and their rights in every way. Example sake, he should see to the sick and fulfill their needs. and in exchange of that he should seek nothing. And if it is possible, he should even give them something without any hope of that amount being returned back to him. If any type of taklif comes the way from these people, then he should tolerate it. And he should not make that apparent at any time. And if such a type of thing and state overwhelms these people that they are no more thirsty or in need of an alim, rather they cannot even understand, they do not have that capacity and capability to understand the deen, then in such a condition the alim would be understood to be excused, that he would now adopt solitude and he should stay aloof from the people now. And he should then bury the ulum and ma'arif within his bosom and his heart. Now, Allah Ta'ala से मोहब्बत कर और लोगों से दूरी और फिरार इख्तियार कर. Adopt the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stay aloof, rather run away from the people. It comes in the hadith that Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu was salam, after finishing of his munajat, his secret conversations with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and zikr ilahi, he would go far away from the people in such a state that his two fingers were plugged in his ears so that even the talks of the people may not reach his ears. Allahu Akbar. Now just look at all of this here. The asal thing is that a person hands himself over to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the salik. He should hand himself totally and completely over to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he should not get stuck in this, that and the other. You know, sometimes all the time is spent in that of eating and drinking. Unless or until there isn't severe hunger, a person should not eat. You know, on one occasion, we're reading there about how a person, that alim, should be tolerant about what the people do against him. A person wrote a very terrible letter full of vulgarity, etc. to Hazrat Gangohi. A person who was sitting there got his eye into the letter and understood somewhat what was written there. Nevertheless, Hazrat Gangohi finished reading the letter and he put it down without any type of expression whatsoever. The person then inquired, but Hazrat, how is it this person wrote this, that and the other about you and nothing? So he took out from his bag another letter, and on that letter was written, Qutubul Aqtab, Hazrat Maulana, this, that and the other, all these titles. And he went on to say that, listen, if this is written here, then why should I let that trouble me when this is written here? Har che peshe salik khairost. Whatever comes the way of the salik, there is only good in that. And when that is the case, what happens? The person's mind and his head is level. He doesn't have that holier than thou attitude, neither is there any space whatsoever for ujub and self-conceitedness to enter into him. Now all of this here is mu'een in the suluk of a person. Allah Ta'ala show us the correct path. As the world is filled with fisq and fujur on one hand, on the other hand, there's so much of neki and good. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us with afiyat. So a person must keep his ta'alluq with only with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Bari ta'ala hi ke saath ta'alluq rakh. So Allah ta'ala, out of His grace and mercy, make us His. Fazal wa karam se apna banaye. Make us His. This year, the kitab is of a very great alim, Sheikh Abdul Razak Jinjanwi rahimahullah ta'ala. And there are so many abwab of hidayat in all of this year. When we come to these majalis, aren't they great doors of hidayat? But remember also in the same sense that it was Masjidun Nabawi and the personality was none other than Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then too, they were great impostors and munafiqs present there as well. Allah Ta'ala bless us with the fikr and concern for our islah. Allah Ta'ala out of His grace and mercy bless us with His pleasure. Allah give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of making hifazat of our tongues. Naqlul kalam ila al-ghayr ala wajhil ifsad. That is namima and slandering, passing over the talk to another person with the express intention of causing mischief. An-nammam fasiqun. This person who slanders and does this type of thing, that he's taking talk from here to there, is an open, flagrant sinner. Allah Ta'ala save us and protect us from disobeying Him. Allah Ta'ala give me the tawfiq and the hidayat and my awlad as well. All of you people are my awlad. Allah wale bano. Become saintly people of Allah. Become Allah walas. Say good. Listen to good. Keep your heart pure. Put in your heart the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Purify your heart and keep your heart clear and pure, clean. This is a great ni'mat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala also give me the tawfiq and the hidayat of saying that which is correct. Now let us read Durood Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Maulana Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Allah ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of fulfilling the rights of Allah and the rights of fellow mankind. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and hidayat of protecting and making hifazat of our hearts. Allah Ta'ala embellish and decorate our hearts with His love. Muhammadun basharun la kal bashari bal huwa yaqutun bayna al hajari. When that Buzurg and Wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala read these couplets, he was inspired that his maghfirat and everyone else's maghfirat was made in that majlis. Muhammadun is that personality, our Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a human, but not just like any other ordinary human. He's not like us. Rather, huwa yaqutun bayn al-hajari. He's this diamond. He's this great, expensive ruby and pearl amongst all other stones that are lying there. Allah Ta'ala make our hearts a heart in the true sense. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.